Okay, guys, what's up? So, welcome to my YouTube channel. You might know me as CC Sakasi, I think. But you can just call me Sakasi. Well, today we're about to react to I Have a Bodyguard, and it's worse than a vampire. Well, let's see. Let's check this out. And also, if you if you do want to do, please like and subscribe, and also shout out to MSA for making this video. Okay, let's watch it.
I jumped onto the table and pushed my hands forward. Don't you dare mess with me! My fingertips shot out red sparks, shaping into a fire
Of course this is fake.
ball hanging in the air as I looked around the room. All of a sudden, something grabbed my ankle and pulled really hard. The room seemed to flip upside down. I tried to scream and woke up. These nightmares had been
Thank gosh this was a dream, because I almost thought this was a fake story.
haunting me for a month now. And every time I woke up, I felt nauseous. It was like they were draining my energy, leaving me feeling weak and dizzy.
We need to run some tests.
My parents were great doctors, but they were always consumed by their work at the hospital. They called it dedication. Well, I called it obsession. I often wondered how they
I'm confused. Obsession?
even found time to date, let alone raise me. They were always at work, and on the rare nights we did manage to sit down for dinner, all they talked about was work.
Got a patient today. He thinks shadows are tailing him.
Well, shadows tail us all, especially in bright light.
I told him the same thing, but he insisted they meant him harm. So I sent him over to Morrison's. He's the top psychiatrist in town.
I didn't care what they talked about. All I wanted was more time with them. When I was younger, I'd even fake being sick just to have them around. Daddy, my elbow hurts.
Oh, that sounds rare. We might have to call in a team of specialists. Consult the encyclopedia of unbelievable joint problems.
Oh, what the heck? This guy's crazy.
Possibly even consider a bubble wrap suit to ensure absolute safety.
Mommy, my tummy feels funny.
Okay, this is
What
the
color
last
was your
time.
last stool? Was it a normal shade? If it's green, it might indicate an alien infection. Very rare,
What
but
the
possible. Consistency is crucial
I've never
too.
seen a
Was it
doctor
hard
this
like a rock
fucking
or
dumb.
liquidy like a smoothie?
Ew, Mom! It was normal, I swear! When my plan worked, they'd whisk me off to the hospital, run a bunch of tests, and sometimes even chill at home with me for a day or two. Still, I stopped faking it eventually. While those were the best times because I was closer to them, afterward, when everything was back to normal, I'd feel even lonelier.
You seem perfectly all right, darling. Nothing to worry about.
Only this time,
Yeah, we're gonna
I
have to do a
truly
part
didn't
2.
feel well. It's gotta be this town. This phrase became my daily ritual. We relocated here several months ago, but ever since, I felt out of sync with everything around me.
You just miss home.
But my problem was not homesickness. I never felt quite at home anywhere. Yet here in this town, oh, not again! A gust of wind smacked me in the face, followed by a sudden downpour. Those bizarre weather patterns were
Talk about
quite recent,
unlucky.
but they quickly became the most annoying thing about this town. And trust me, there were a lot of annoying things to choose from. I dashed towards school, kicking up my pace. Then, as abruptly as it had begun, the rain stopped, leaving the sun shining brightly once more. But my outfit was drenched, and my hair...
Yeah, what time zone are you from? Are you from the west coast of Russia or something? What are you from, bro? What is this?
was a complete mess. Happy sweet 16, Aurora. Well, it was indeed my birthday, but little did I know that just in an hour, my whole life was about to flip upside down.
What a freak!
Why is there always that one person in every school who's just out to mock everyone? There was ours, Regina. I tried my best to ignore her, but for some reason, she seemed to have it out for me more than anyone else.
I didn't realize the drowned rat look was in style now.
Guess you're just not keeping up with the trends. I didn't have time to waste arguing with
You know, it's called set the fucking trend, which you never set.
her. My focus had to be on my project. We were paired up for this assignment, but my partner Leo bailed on me for his video games, leaving me to handle everything by myself.
Next up, Aurora and Leo. What did you two come up with?
This lazy jerk didn't do a damn thing.
Did you say something, Aurora?
Nah, just a little cough. I carefully placed my volcano on the front table,
You know what's wrong with MSA? MSA needs more cussing. I'm sorry, bro, but they do. They need more cussing to make this good.
part of it fell to the floor.
Looks like she wet her volcano, just like her bed.
The whole class burst into laughter. My face turned red, and I felt like I was about to explode. But as I tried to fix things, something crazy happened. I saw my hands start to glow, like 100 fireflies, and then boom, the volcano erupted. It was insane. Lava spewed in every direction, flooding the floor like there was no tomorrow. Yeah, like literally, the floor was lava. Everyone freaked out, jumping on desks and screaming. The teacher was yelling something, but I was so embarrassed and scared that I just bolted out of there. What on earth just happened? I knew I only used a tiny scoop of chemicals, so that was not it. It was something else. Something...
I didn't know you were a witch.
What? I must have misheard her. A snitch?
A witch.
Oh, I hadn't misheard her.
My family's roots go all the way back to the Shiptons. How about yours?
I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm not a witch, or whatever you mean by that.
But you just did some magic back there. I saw it.
You're crazy. There's no such thing as magic. I walked out of the restroom, totally confused over that weird conversation. I've never really chatted with Sarah before, but it was clear that everyone seemed a bit nervous around her, trying to keep their distance. And she definitely seemed to revel in that. Magic. It's called chemistry. But man, I was so annoyed. Somehow, I was pretty sure now that it was just Regina messing with me again. I'll make her pay for... Whoa! I jumped back, totally freaked out. My anger instantly faded, replaced by that sick feeling in my stomach. My heart raced, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. I definitely need some air, like a lot. I dashed from school, trying to keep my balance. My ears felt like they were plugged, muffling the sounds around me. Then, I spotted a cafe nearby. Maybe some coffee and sugar will help. I stepped into the cafe, feeling woozy. My head was spinning a bit. As I waited in line, I couldn't resist checking out the colorful cupcakes on the counter. Those looked delicious. I daydreamed about sinking my teeth into them until, whoa, hold up. They started moving towards me, floating in midair. It was like magic. I screamed and bolted out of there. No, I can't be losing it. Not before the year-end exams. I kept on running down the street, moving like Jack Sparrow making a getaway. Then, out of nowhere, a car honked at me, and I nearly jumped out of my skin. At the exact same moment, all the fire hydrants along the street burst open, spraying water everywhere. Okay, I am losing it. Now, my head was spinning like crazy, and I had to lean against the wall just to keep steady, panting hard. Suddenly, everything went blurry, and then I blacked out.
Is she gone?
Honey, don't be ridiculous. Her mind's just overwhelmed.
I blinked my eyes open and found myself in a brightly lit living room. A gentle-faced woman was moving burning herbs over me. I coughed. Who the hell are you? And what are those herbs? They smell awesome!
Welcome back, dear. I'm Evelyn, Sarah's mom.
I sat on the couch, scanning the room. Sarah was nearby, putting on this whole act like she couldn't care less about what was going on around her. Why am I here? What's going on?
Sarah brought you here. It seems like your powers just awakened, and your mind couldn't handle it. It's normal. It happens to a lot of witches.
I burst into hysterical laughter. Your family is all kinds of nuts, huh? Evelyn flashed me a smile, then mysteriously moved her hand, and a flame flickered to life in the center of her palm. I jumped off the sofa, scared as heck. Is this some kind of trick?
Oh, for heaven's sake. You saw what you did back at school and later. Everyone saw it, and I had to clean up your mess and wipe out dozens of memories. Do you even know how difficult the memory spell is? It's freaking exhausting. So stop denying the truth, because I'm seriously pissed off right now. You're a witch.
I think I need a second opinion. My whole life, I grew up in a family that believed only in science. Right now, every fiber of my being should have been shouting, fake, fraud, insane. Still, deep down, I knew it was real.
Does your mom have any powers?
She's the most ordinary person you could imagine.
That's strange. Usually, powers manifest through women's DNA and awaken at a
Feminists.
very young age.
Well, you're certainly late by exactly 16 years then.
Wait, you're turning 16 today?
Yeah, talk about a birthday surprise, huh?
Curious. Very curious.
As Evelyn drifted into her thoughts, I concentrated on my hands. I moved them around, feeling awkward, but despite a slight itch in my palms, there was no hint of a flame.
You're not going anywhere until you truly believe.
In what?
In magic and yourself.
Yes, belief and focus are the first steps to unlocking your power. But let's save that for another time. It's getting late. Sarah, could you take our new witch to her home?
She's perfectly capable of doing it herself.
Just make sure she doesn't accidentally blow anything up along the way, okay?
Ugh, fine, let's go.
The night rolled in as we walked through the park
She
in
really
complete
does hate
silence.
you.
I'm sorry if I caused you any trouble today. I didn't mean to, and thanks for helping me out.
Just learn to handle your magic, okay? Or it could cause a ton of problems if people catch on. Normies aren't supposed to know magic's real.
Like in Harry Potter. Got it.
Happy birthday, by the way.
And if they do, they're
Thanks.
gonna call the scientist,
So,
and the scientist
now
is
that
gonna
I'm a witch,
experiment on
what
you
can I do?
and try to make
Right
magic
now,
for other
not
humans.
much. But with some time and practice, you'll be able to do all sorts of things.
And what can you do already?
Me? Pretty much anything, really. I'm a powerful witch.
Suddenly, a scream pierced through the quiet of the woods.
We need to be quiet and careful.
I'm a newly minted witch. Do I need a secret password to survive this? Is it bubble, bubble, I'm in trouble?
Oh, guess.
Sorry, humor is my defense mechanism. Suddenly, I felt a pull inside me, and
That was
without
not humor.
overthinking, I dashed toward the sound. Suddenly, a scream pierced through the quiet of the woods.
We need to be quiet and careful.
I'm a newly minted witch. Do I need a secret password to survive this? Is it bubble, bubble, I'm in trouble?
Okay.
What the? Bubble, bubble, I'm in trouble. I almost found the humor in it, but still, no, I'm not laughing.
Yes. Sorry, humor is my defense mechanism. Suddenly, I felt a pull inside me, and without overthinking, I dashed toward the sound.
Where are you, Aurora? Are you insane?
She followed after me. Up ahead, there was a dim path, totally deserted, except for one guy just lying there. And around him, things
that
were
Harry
getting
Potter?
really weird. Something like foggy darkness was swirling around, shifting into all kinds of strange shapes, and slowly creeping over his body.
It looks like it's eating him.
It certainly looked that way, like something
Help
straight
him.
out of a horror movie. I felt a shiver creep down my spine.
Help.
To do something.
Me?
You're a freaking powerful witch. Help him. She muttered something under her breath and began unleashing bursts of light towards the strange shadow. At first, it seemed like her efforts were in vain, but then the creature stumbled and vanished into the shadows between the trees.
Hold on.
That's it?
Did they
Did I
face
win?
cam?
It looks like it.
Okay.
Darkness surrounded us from every direction. It seemed like this thick, smoky
Well, after
wall
this,
closing in on us
definitely.
bit by bit. Sarah kept shooting bursts of light, but they ended one after the other. We stuck close together, desperate to avoid touching the shadows. But within its suffocating hold, we couldn't see anything else. No trees, no sky, just pitch black darkness all around us.
We're toast.
She was right.
Oh.
It felt like our final moments on Earth.
Yo.
Closed my eyes, preparing
Okay,
for
let's
the
go
worst,
back.
and then I felt something warm stirring inside me. I didn't know what it was, but I believed it and focused on that feeling. My body began to tremble, and the next moment, the brightest energy burst out from within me, flooding the area with light as if it were midday.
How? How did you do that?
Sarah seemed shocked, scared, and
You really? Haven't you did? Oh no! This guy's you're a witch too. What do you mean? What do you? Wait, hold on. Oh, it's still recording. 13? I thought it was more than that.
quite a little jealous. I glanced down at my body, confused. No idea. But what was that thing?
No idea. I've never seen anything like it before.
We heard some murmurs coming from the guy we saved from the darkness. As we got closer, I recognized him. He was from another class. We'd crossed paths a few times before.
Are you an angel?
Should we wipe his memory?
I'll take him to my mom. You go home.
I can help.
No. You've done enough.
Her tone was icy for some reason, and I could sense the jealousy in her gaze. With a quick move, Sarah effortlessly lifted the boy as if he weighed nothing, definitely using some magic tricks. Without a glance my way, she walked off in the opposite direction. My head was spinning as I walked home. After everything that had gone down today, I couldn't shake the feeling that maybe I was just dreaming it all up. Suddenly, I felt uneasy. It was like someone was watching me from the shadows. I looked around, but there was nothing there. Must be my nerves from today's craziness. I picked up my pace, and then
I mean, you are a witch, so of course there was so much craziness over there.
I heard noises behind me. Before I knew it, a shadowy figure emerged from the trees and started heading straight for me. My heart raced like crazy, and all I could think was, I gotta run, now! And so, I ran. I leaped over fallen logs, ducked under branches, and bulldozed through bushes, not stopping for anything. Then bam! I didn't see this stupid hole in the ground and tripped, eating dirt like a champ. As I lay there, trying to catch my breath, I heard footsteps closing in, each one sounding louder and heavier than the last. I was trapped. What magical creature would I encounter now? A wizard? A warlock? A knight? A demon? Or something even worse?
What the heck?
I flipped over. It was just my classmate Leo, peering down at me with a mix of confusion and worry. Oh, it's just you.
Alright, guys. Thank you for watching this, and please show some love to my channel by liking and subscribing. Also, remember to shout out to MSA. Okay, guys. CC out.